What is up, everybody? Happy Sunday, ladies and gents, Annas and Krugers. It's the Forged League's Kings of the Arena.
Pilots, welcome. This is week 5 of Kings of the Arena, and with me today is your wonderful co-host, Sean Austin, coming at you live from California. How's it over there?
It's pretty hot over here for the Bay Area. Yeah. How's it over there in Tejas?
Actually, it's not that bad. We have 80-degree weather, but I know in Europe they had just a most terrible heat wave that they are definitely not used to. But I don't know. It looks like it's going to be like a forecast of these games because these are definitely going to be very lit. So hot and heavy action coming at your way. First up, we have Skyrose and FieryTale. Skyrose ended up beating all of the teams last week and are the rightful kings. However, there was a disqualification on the side of Hammers, and that is why they have lost their crown. Can they win it back? Time will definitely tell. So what do you think, Sean?
Yeah, I think last week was definitely a very interesting week. Hammers giving up, forfeiting their crown after having so many weeks in a row of winning over and over again, only dropping a couple of games here and there. It's been pretty crazy, and now this is Hammer's chance for redemption, but it's also an opportunity for Skyrose to maintain that crown. They've got the edge right now. They've got the morale boost, having that crown on their head going into Coda this weekend.
Definitely. Now, for coming up on this game that we have against FieryTale, first map up is going to be Snow Base. But a quick reminder, folks, if you have, go ahead and upload your favorite moments up to Twitter and tag at the Forge League, hashtag Coda, Kota, for your chance to win 100 Paragon. Now, you can get a lot of stuff. With that 100 Paragon, you can get some of your favorite skins. You can trade it in for gold. So just be sure to upload your favorite moments. And our last week's winner was Houdini with that... I think it was that amazing play by Seeker. And then he's just 1v4'd the whole team. He just completely wiped down. It was a clean action, as Houdini had said. So congrats again, Houdini, for that. And guys, just be sure to go ahead and upload it to Twitter for your chance to also win 100 Paragon.
I also really like that play, that Houdini clip, because Seeker being alone by himself, taking on 4 guys down to a sliver of health with a thunderstorm, mind you, which is my favorite weapon. It's not just a noob gun, it's the noob stomper. All right, out there when you're using it in public matches, that thing kills everybody out there.
It's always that in-your-face action. You think you're getting away. Nope, you're just being electrocuted to death. So it takes away your health so quickly, right? But anyway, we are almost ready. I think everyone is actually in game. You are also in there, and I think we're just waiting for one more player to confirm. Yeah. And Snow Base. It's all yours. Take it away, Sean.
Yep, we've got everybody in. It is Skyrose versus FieryTale. First round, everybody. Let's see who's gonna come out on top. We do see Skyrose starting in the middle. A big separation for FieryTale. They got 4v3'd, and now it's a 3v1 over here on the left side of the map. Trumpkin easily taken out by Archer. Benji's using that Marauder. We've got a Havoc from Benji in the bot lane. Oddsfist absorbs that Havoc shot and gets taken down easily by a Black Tusk to follow. Shields are getting shattered. Seeker gets frontline very easily, cut down by FieryTale. And we've got Incendiary Grenade exploded in the double damage area. Nuddleblock rotating through top lane, FieryTale joining him. Seeker able to trade out with Nuddleblock in the top lane with a Thunderstorm and Black Tusk respectively. Archer, he's got himself a killing spree. He's got overshields. They get shattered. Let's see what he can do with it. Can he continue his spree? Nuddleblock gets the double damage, and Airstrike comes down. Nuddleblock misses the double damage, but he gets hit by a nice long claw shot from Braun. Archer still on that spree. Incendiary Grenade thrown into the bot mid area, but no double damage there, so not going to control anything. Skyrose is ahead, 12 kills halfway through the match. Nuddleblock, machine gun drone, rotating around, trying to get somebody, not really doing much. It's a bit of a dud drone, I must say. Incendiary Grenade down once again, but no one is there to get burned from Skyrose. Nuddlebach rotates up, trying to get Benji. Havoc shots from Benji. Missing, going wide. Only 2 kills left. Nuddlebach gets absorbed into that rocket. Benji looking for another kill. Gets a good rocket landed, and it's another one. The final kill from Benji onto Yobot, and it's 30-11 for Skyrose in this first round.
Lots of half and half action. They were definitely contending both maps, so you had a good, even gameplay. So, like, Skyrose was definitely mostly on the left side of the map and towards the top, but towards the middle of the game, they started taking bot lane, I guess you can say. So they definitely held it pretty strong. But I'm also thinking, what happened with the drones? I don't know. I feel like they weren't effective at all in this map, and mostly I would say Snowbase is a drone-based map, not so much for what's it called, airstrikes, but the airstrikes were actually a lot more successful on the side of Skyrose, so that definitely also helped them win the game. And I think I'm having a little bit of trouble getting into the next matchup, actually. So I'm probably gonna.
I'm in already.
You're
I'm just
in.
waiting. It looks like we're going on to Temple.
Yeah.
We've got Benji and Houdini so far. Braun just joined. I'm in here too.
Let me see if I can just run one of the guys. Think it'll work. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
you're
so
in.
I'm slowly getting in. Yeah, okay. So it's still connecting for some reason on my side of on my laptop or on my tablet here. But yeah, so that was actually pretty exciting games. It was pretty even matchup for most of the part. Skyrose definitely showed up on top. I was expecting Vipensity and Yobot to really play these games. I know Yobot is definitely playing, but not Vipensity. And I don't know, Yobot definitely got a lot of kills that game, but it just wasn't enough to secure a substantial lead against Skyrose. I can't get into any of the games. It's
okay, let's see. Let's not start the game yet on the production, and let's see if maybe Sapphire, can you like restart your game?
Yeah.
And then get back
I'm gonna
in.
I'm restarting the game, and then I'm gonna use what's it called? The key, the room key.
Excellent. So we will be playing on Temple for game number 2. These are best of 5s, everybody. We do have Skyrose up, the kings of the arena currently, and going up against FieryTale, my in-game clan. It's sad to say that they're not doing so hot today versus Skyrose, and I feel like last week they actually performed very well.
They did, yes.
But I feel like going up against the king first series is a very difficult thing for FieryTale to do.
Yes, definitely. I think I'm already in the game, so I think we can start. We're still waiting on one more player though, outside of FieryTale.
That's probably Yobot.
Yeah, he is out. So FieryTale definitely has what it takes to bring down Skyrose. If anything, I would say that they're probably lacking a little bit of communication. In the last game, they didn't held it as strong as they normally do. I did feel that they were caught off guard a little bit more by Skyrose. So with Temple being so big, this really can be anyone's game. So I'm expecting to see a lot of airstrikes. A lot of thunderstorms, a lot of nightfall action as well. Drones also do really well here, and then the classic Black Tusk. How can someone not play Black Tusk, right? But anyway, games are starting, so take it away, Sean. It's all yours.
Alrighty.
2, 1. Fight.
Ladies and gents, Annas and Krugers, it's game number 2 in the first series of the day. Skyrose, they've got the edge right now. They've got the foot up versus FieryTale. But FieryTale gets themselves first blood. Nuddlebach gets himself that kill with a long claw on the Braun. 2-1. Skyrose is trading better into FieryTale for the moment. They are rotating as one. Archer on a sliver of health, still able to get a double kill back-to-back with the Typhoon. Absorbing a lot of shots, rotates away successfully. Braun has the double damage with the Black Tusk. Will he be able to get in anybody's face and utilize it effectively? Took down Delish pretty low, but it looks like Delish was able to survive that one. Benji now has the double damage. Nuddlebach absorbs a Marauder shot, gets taken out. 3v1, Yobot loses his life, and an airstrike from Skyrose comes down. 11-2 so far. Less than 2 minutes remain in the match. Shields are shattering in bot lane. Everybody's down there. Incendiary grenade popped. Havoc shots coming out from both sides. Oddsfish, Benji have got those. Another airstrike comes down. Benji is on a killing spree. This guy with the, oh my goodness! Houdini kills Oddfish with that Havoc down in bot. 20-5. This is an absolute clinic coming from Skyrose. They are the doctors of death. Big skirmish in top lane. Archer gets himself another couple of kills with that Typhoon. Archer is crazy right now. This guy's getting his shield shattered, but he's just rotating back. He's still surviving. Invisibility. Gonna respawn. Archer grabs it for himself. He is an unstoppable predator. Oh, but he gets hit with a long claw shot. Double damage. Whoa, Benji, did you just blow yourself up there, dude? That was really nice. I like that one. 27-8, 40 seconds remaining. Who's gonna get it? Who from Skyrose will get the last kill? Havoc shots coming out from Benji. He's the one most likely to get it. Can you do it? No, it's Braun. Braun gets himself a Black Tusk kill on a streak onto Oddsfish. And Braun finishes with 10-5 for his KD. What a complete massacre coming out from Skyrose.
Ouch. FieryTale is definitely not looking so hot at all in those games. Now, Skyrose were definitely the dominant players here. They were always positioned very well in countering FieryTale. FieryTale, they'd lose a little bit and they pretty much couldn't regain their footing basically to be able to attack Skyrose in such a way. And I don't know, whatever their weapon choices were, it just wasn't working for them. They stayed with the Longclaw, they stayed with the Black Tusk. I think I even saw a little bit of Thunderstorm. Anything that they brought up against Skyrose was just not doing the sufficient damage, and Skyrose played beautifully there. They played as one cohesive unit, as you should in this matchup. They stayed together and they were able to pick off of members of FieryTale. For example, that one, I think it was towards a minute into the game, stuff that they ended up picking up Yobot when he was towards the left side of the map there.
Yeah,
but
that's
yeah,
right.
Houdini, Havoc, Braun, they all got, what, 7-8 kills each. It was just absolute clinic, like you said.
It was a clinic. Oh man, it's really tough. Even though they were matching, you know, they got some lucky shots here and there. Like there was a good long claw shot that was off onto the members of Skyrose that had killing sprees going on. It looked like they were Oddsfish was trying to match with a Havoc of his own. Unfortunately, they were just being out traded over and over again. And I feel like one of the not necessarily the one who was the finisher, but Archer was getting a lot of support kills, a lot of assists, because he had the Typhoon. That thing is just outputting so much damage when you get in there over and over again. With that quick firing magazine, the damage per second from the Typhoon is just crazy. And then when you have someone on the back line finishing them off with the Havoc shots, it's pretty amazing. So we're going into game.
Definitely true. Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Game number 3 here.
Fight.
Skyrose versus FieryTale. And what bad luck for FieryTale. Skyrose starts in the middle platforms here on Magma, where the Invis and the double damage are. Seeker's using a Dominion, which is very nice. You don't get to see that very often. Braun's got himself a Badger, too. We'll see how much damage they can output with that, but Braun gets himself a kill onto Trumpkin in top lane. Yobot's coming in with a Thunderstorm. Archer and Benji are both very low, but they're not able to take out both of them. Oh, it's a double Havoc kill from Benji. He's on a spree. He takes down Oddsfish and Trumpkin. Airstrike comes down from Skyrose. Braun on a spree. Got the double damage. Oh, but he trades out with Nuddlebach. Gets hit by a Widowblade, actually. That's very, very interesting. Nice trade. Double damage has been dropped. It was off to the east. Seeker picks it up for himself. That guy is peeking himself. He's down on such a sliver of health. Can he get taken out by Trumpkin? Trumpkin's coming in. He wants that kill. He's so thirsty for it. Braun rotates away. Got himself that Badger. Oh, Death Pack kill off to the west side of the map. 25-6. This is a complete massacre. Seeker, so brave. He's coming in. He's frontlining for his team with the overshields. Still alive and very, very healthy. Enforcer shot over to the side. and it's just easily picked up by Skyrose. They remain the kings of the arena in the first series of the day.
Definitely, Skyrose was applying that pressure, and FieryTale could not get a chance to even breathe there at all. So my heart definitely goes out to FieryTale, but they maintained their composure. But I just felt again they kept being, how do you say this, like stuck out of positioning. You know, Skyrose was able to go ahead and break that line through and then pick off player by player by player, and it was just an overwhelming rush once you get that first, I guess, person fall on the side of FieryTale. Skyrose was able just to pick every single one of them off, and they definitely did not stop with that pressure. So GG's to Skyrose and FieryTale. Skyrose remain our kings. So we'll see how they do up against Hammers Esports, the old king. So old king versus the new.
Yeah, that's going to be really fascinating. Let me talk about some of the KDAs I just noticed. We just saw the top guy, I think it was Benji on Skyrose, had 11-0. He had 0 deaths. Compare him to the top guy over for FieryTale, 3-8. Big
Oof.
difference.
Oof. I wonder if it's a lack of practice maybe on the side of FieryTale, because Skyrose, I did see them a little bit more in pubs this weekend when they were playing. So I'm wondering if Skyrose was just able to take this series very, very seriously. They were putting in their homework. They knew how to counter almost every single one of FieryTale's. Now, I don't know, FieryTale, they're a really great team. So this to me is not the FieryTale that we are used to. I don't know if it's because of lack of intensity, not playing, but then you do have, you have Trempkin, you do have Oddsfish, and you have Yobot. They are great players, and you have Nettleblock too. So it's kind of like they probably need a little bit more practice together, but they are definitely a very strong team to go up against. But this was just not the performance that we were expecting to see out of FieryTale this weekend.
Yep, definitely not. Well, good luck next weekend, guys. We'll be seeing you back here on Coda then. But until then, Skyrose is going to be going up against Hammers in series number 2 today. We've got Devoted in the game so far. Benji and Braun are loaded in as well. But this is going to be interesting because we've had them lose by default. Hammers lost by default by not coming into the tournament last weekend, to the Pro Scrims last weekend. And Skyrose has been wearing the crown ever since their first game, actually, last weekend. So
yeah.
They have got themselves a morale boost. They've got themselves an edge when it comes to the momentum coming in to this game, because they just won their first series so far going up against FieryTale.
Yes. So Hammers, though, I kind of want to say that they have come back from vacation. I think they're pretty fresh. I think they have also been putting in the time and the effort. Definitely, we saw them this Friday night fights with OP Legendary there, if you guys want to check that out on Fridays. But we saw these players play, so both Skyrose and Hammers, and you did have a couple of games, Seeker versus Elsif. That was pretty interesting to watch. You had a game against Elsif and Lucas as well. So Hammers and Skyrose both putting in their homework, and I know we're about to start, but it's just two godly, teams going up against each other right now.
That's right. Skyrose wears the crown. Hammers looking for vengeance. Seeker all by himself, 4v1. He's rotating away, but he gets caught out by Elsif. Thunderstorm v Thunderstorm. Elsif takes the cake on that one. Elsif gets his shields shattered, looking for another kill, but he's not able to do it versus Braun. Gets shot down with that long claw. Benji looking for a little bit of action, but he gets havocked in the face. Double damage just respawned, and what perfect timing, but for Benji to grab it for himself. He is being escorted by Braun. Oh, it's a nice DD havoc kill in top lane for Benji. Lucas looking to do something with that Nightfall. What? He got a double kill with that stick. What an amazing play from Lucas. Archer has a double damage now. It's 7-7. This is such a close game. I'm forgetting that we have close games like this between these two top contending teams. Skyrose, Hammers. Who will come out on top? Hammers got the edge. 2 kills up with 145 remaining in the match. Elsif deploys a machine gun drone. Lucas is on a killing spree. Remember, he's got himself that Nightclaw. Will he be able to do anything with it? Get himself perhaps some more double kills. Don't stick together on that one, guys. The control from Lucas is just so... It's just an amazingly scary thing. Rotating away, playing bait for his team. Elsif does get taken out, but it's 11-17 at the moment. Hammers is up by so many kills versus Skyrose. Devoted machine gun drone gets destroyed. A Skyrose airstrike comes down, but they're not so effective here on Snowbase. Everybody's well protected. Copters goes through that airstrike, but he gets cut down by Archer's wildfire drone. Woo! And Archer himself with the assist on that one. 16-21. Another airstrike from Skyrose comes down. It's closing the gap. 3 kills between these two Titans with about 30 seconds remaining in the match. What was that? What was that kill off to the side? I don't know what happened there. That looked so funny. That was a funny trade at that jump pad. 22-24, 20 seconds remaining. Havoc shots coming out from Seeker. Or not from Seeker, what am I talking about? That's from Benji. They're looking to control the bot lane. But Hammers is still up by 3. They've got to get aggressive on this one. Skyrose has got to do something to secure this match.
3, 2, 1. Round over.
And it wasn't able to be closed out by Skyrose. 2 kill difference between these two teams. And Hammers take themselves the win in the first game of Series 2 today.
Sweaty games, definitely, for sure. Oh my god, my heart is pounding there. I can feel the frustration on the side of Skyrose because they were so close. They did have an airstrike that didn't do much damage, but then you did have Benji's airstrike that ended up getting them, I think it was 3 kills on that. And Archer also ended up getting a knife kill onto Lucas there, and that was also beautifully done, but it just wasn't enough for Skyrose to go ahead and take the crown away from Hammers right now, or it's basically they were handing them the crown. But I'm just at a loss for words right now because they both played really well.
They're taking a kneel right now. It's like they're preparing.
Yeah.
Skyrose is preparing to offer the crown back.
No, Skyrose, don't.
Skyrose, you've got one of your own roses being thrown on your coffin right now. You've got to get back in the game. You've got to fight back versus Hammers. This is some excellent Armajet Esports we're seeing today on the Forge League.
Yes, definitely. I feel like Skyrose is a little bit hesitant right now. They're not as aggressive. They're playing it, I think, a little bit too safe. They're playing it safe, which is good, especially like a team against Hammers. You definitely don't want to go all aggressive because they're definitely just going to go ahead and pick you off. But if you play it a little bit more defensively, like Skyrose has been doing, I think that they will be able to inch their way close to the finish line. But they're playing a little bit too defensive, a little bit too scared. They're not doing the peaks that they have seen them normally do in other tournaments. So I feel like if they, I guess, kind of, I don't know, like shake off that like bad vibes or anything like that with them, then I think they definitely can take this away from Hammers. We'll see.
Well, we're going into Temple. We've got both the Invis and the double damage here on this map. We're preparing to fight. So let's go ahead and get into it.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
It is game number 2 in series number 2 of the day. Skyrose wears the crown for the moment versus Hammers. Looks like first blood ends up going to Skyrose and Archer there with that Thunderstorm. It's nice to see Thunderstorm gameplay over and over again. Sorry, Captain Benji. The Thunderstorm is where it's at. 5-4, 6-4. Skyrose taking an early lead at 30 seconds in. Invis picked up by Benji. He is a predator. Going after Lucas. Going after Ilsif. Good kill by him. He's on a killing spree right now. He's got... What the heck just happened there? Double kill from Lucas with the Nightfall. Once again, that guy is a Nightfall god, if I ever say so myself. 11-9. Things are starting to change up right now. Sapphire, maybe they're taking your advice. Maybe Skyrose is getting more aggressive. But Elsif has the double damage. Just lost it with a good Havoc shot. Oh my goodness. Benji with the Havoc. Airstrike comes down. 3 kills up for the moment from Skyrose. Shields shattered. People die in bot lane. Lucas over and over again with that Nightfall. This seems to be a better map for that Nightfall than the last one. 18 to 15. Houdini, double kill, quick succession with the Havoc onto Copters and Lucas. Skyrose is trading so well into Hammers right now. Hammers, you've got to turn this around. What are you guys doing? It feels like a different Hammers have come into game number 2. They're not being as aggressive as they need to. Lucas, another Nightfall kill. Devoted gets himself one with the Thunderstorm. Elsef, Black Tusk, he's on a killing spree. Watch out for the airstrike. Broad gets himself a good solid missile landing onto Elsef there. And Skyrose is 5 kills up with 50 seconds remaining. They only need 5 kills to go to close out and win with the 30 kills. Archer, with the wildfire drone, gets destroyed by the other drone? Is that what happened there? They are so close, 1 kill away. Hammers and Skyrose both within a shot of getting this game in the bag. 28 to 28, it's tied up. Hammers, they're getting back in the game. 1 kill left. Can Hammers do it? It's an absolute disaster for Skyrose if this happens. Oh my goodness, Lucas with the Nightfall shot once again onto Archer, and they secure the win. That's 2 in a row from Hammers. Oh my goodness, what a comeback.
Oh my god, I cannot breathe right now. I feel like I am just I have no more nails left to chew. My nails are just completely like rot right now. That was so close. That was just amazing gameplay on both teams. Skyrose, it was in your hands and you gave it away, but not that you gave it away gladly or anything like that. It's just you gave it your best and it just wasn't enough to secure that last little bit that you guys needed. But Lucas, congratulations on that last shot. You ended up winning the games on for your team, but we still have 1 more to go. This means I think we're definitely going to see a 4th map. And my god, my heart is just racing. My heart is pounding here. So be sure to go ahead and put your favorite moments, because there were some pretty amazing moments this last game. And be sure to upload them to Twitter using hashtag Coda for your chance to win 100 Paragon. And be sure to tag at the Forge League as well when you upload these. So
exclamation mark, clip it, everybody. It's just so good. Exclamation mark, clip. That's a command in the chat. But dude, this is crazy. Like, okay, that was such a close game. I really thought that Skyrose was gonna take that one, so it for sure would have had to go to 4 games. But Hammers, they're hammering another nail in the coffin right now for Skyrose. They're taking away Skyrose's own roses from their graves, and they're just launching it to the moon. Hammers doesn't give an F right now. Seriously, this is crazy for them.
I was actually a little bit worried about them though, because I'm like, is this Hammers? You even said it yourself. This doesn't seem like it's the Hammers that we're used to seeing. And then all of a sudden, I guess they heard you or something, because they started to really pick up their game and they applied that pressure definitely to Skyrose. So it's just, oh my god.
So if we looked at the last, we're going to be playing on Magma, by the way, but let's talk about the last game's KDs really quickly. Top guys on each team. We saw, I believe it was Benji on the last game who for Skyrose, who had 11 and 11 for his KD. Lucas 13 and I think it was 13 and 8 or 7, something like that. He was so instrumental in the use of the Nightfall. He got himself another bunch of kills over and over again, and he got even a double kill with 1 Nightfall explosion. Skyrose, you cannot stick close to each other when you've got an arrow in your back. No siree.
Spread out. Anyway, we're about to start, so go ahead and take it away, Sean. It's all yours.
Game number 3, everybody. Hammers 2 games up. Skyrose fighting for their lives right now to maintain that crown. 2 games down. Hammers already has 3 kills right off the bat. 15 seconds in. Oh my goodness, 5 kills at 20 seconds in. Venom shots. Things are being changed up by Copters. Looking to control the mid and top for the moment. Let's see what he can do about this. He's got the invis. Seeker grabbed the double damage, but just hands it over to Devoted right away. Quick and easy and clean. Devoted's on a killing spree, looking for more double damage. shots. Immediately going to kill anyone. Doesn't matter if they have those overshields on. Copters gets himself another kill, but he's taken out by Archer's Thunderstorm. Devoted looking for some DD Havoc shots. A little close for comfort there. Seeker rotates away. Lucas grabs himself a kill onto Seeker with the Black Tusk. Still got his shields intact. Gets another kill quickly in bot lane. Lucas, they've changed things up this time. Airstrike from Lucas gets a kill onto Benji. And it's double the kills for Hammers. 1 minute 40 seconds remaining. Elsif in mid lane. Got his shield still available to him. Copters and him rotating together in top. The control from the Venom is good. It's throwing off Skyrose right now. Things have been completely changed up. Skyrose doesn't know what to do. Woo! Nice Havoc shot from Benji, though. Finally gets Elsif in top. Double damage and invisibility about to respawn. But 3 kills, 1 kill's left! Oh my goodness, there's still a minute left in the match, and Airstrike comes down from Skyrose, trying to stave off the attacks from Hammers. Invisibility is up and available, and Lucas with the last kill onto Archer. This was such a strong game from Hammers, and they take themselves the win in the series versus Skyrose. Give me that crown back!
They are definitely going to go ahead and take that crown away from Skyrose. Now, Hammers definitely applied that pressure when it needed to be. The Copters on that Venom just didn't allow for Skyrose. Like, it just didn't give him a chance to really. It didn't give him a chance at all. This is definitely a weapon that you want to go ahead and use on Magma. Now, a lot of people consider this as a dirty weapon, a toxic weapon, but it's doing its job pretty well. It's toxic in the sense that it can go very, very far. It can do a lot of damage, and it's a great zoning and crowd controlling weapon to have. So GG's on the side of Hammers. They are our new champions. They are our new kings, and they are going to be facing up against 4Elements next. Now, you want to go ahead and talk about some of that KDA that we saw these last couple of games on the side of Skyrose and Hammers?
Well, the KDA in that last round, I totally missed what the stats were at the end, but let me tell you that within the first 20 seconds, we had, what was it, 5-1 for Hammers, and then you get halfway through the round, they had double the KDA that Skyrose had, and by the end, oh my goodness, it was just like I was just like, what, only a minute remaining in the match and they're 1 or 2 kills away? Hammers just pulling out all the stops and getting themselves a solid win, a complete clean sweep versus the former kings of the arena from last week.
For sure. I know Skyrose, they probably stayed together a little bit too much more than they needed to, because on some of those occasions Copters was go ahead and just spray them down with the Venom. They were pretty close, and I think it was Devoted also on that Havoc that was doing a lot of damage towards Skyrose. So, you know, he made a peek. Devoted made a peek. He was able to go ahead and throw that Havoc shot, landed on 3 guys, and Copters was able to take them all out. So there's moments like that I think Skyrose was definitely caught out of positioning more often than not. So this is why Hammers was able to go ahead and take the lead, and they were able to capitalize on those mistakes, and they are now our kings. So we will see how they do against 4Elements. My predictions, though, the 4Elements is still almost, I still kind of consider them a new team. They've been only playing for a couple of weeks in the past couple of tournaments, so I feel with a little bit more practice, they can definitely be a top contending team, but they just need a little bit more to really be on the top 3 or top 4. But I do expect a lot of close action and a lot of great games and great plays for sure coming out of these players.
Well, looks like we're going into this first game in the series. 3rd series of the day. It is Hammers
2, 1, fight.
Going up against 4Elements, ladies and gents, Annas and Krugers, ghosts and goblins. Let's see what Hammers can do about 4Elements. With the new kid on the block, Warm Soup from last week. Wolfcore making an appearance too. And Spiral is here. Thomas Dehan is here for 4Elements. We do see Hammers now switch to being Team Blue. We've got 4Elements in the red. Warm Soup, he made such a surprise last week. Got himself a lot of MVP status kills. Thomas DeHaan grabs himself the double damage on a Sliver of Life, still alive. 4Elements is winning right now, and just as I say that, they're still in the lead, actually, by 1 kill versus Hammers. Wolfcore rotates away. 2v1 situation for Ilsef. He is burning. Drops himself his drone. He gets burnt to a crisp by Wolfcore. Nice wildfire action there from him. And you don't get to see the wildfire used very often by a player other than the drone. 10-9. Hammers finally takes the lead. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the match. Warm Soup, another Black Tusk kill. Copters with, oh, nicely done. Lucas and Devoted get themselves 2 kills back-to-back with the Havoc and the Nightfall. I'm telling you, watch out for Lucas's Nightfall. That thing is deadly. Warm Soup, watch out for the airstrike coming down. What was that? Warm Soup survives, but a Death Pack kill from Ilsef onto him. Very nicely done by Ilsef rotating to him. 16-11. Hammers starting to take the edge here. Halfway, actually 2/3 into the match. Thomas DeHaan. Oh, Copters with the Havoc kills over and over again. Devoted as well.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute left in the match. 9 kill difference between these two teams. Wolfcore got his shield still up despite being shot with that Havoc. Wolfcore grabs the double damage for himself. They're maintaining the double damage control. Wildfire with the double damage. How effective will that be? I bet he wishes he could hand that off to a friend of his, or maybe not. Will he be able to finish off Devoted? Can he get him? He does! Wolfcore gets the double damage wildfire kill onto Devoted. Nicely done. He's on a killing spree. Let's see if we can follow this guy for a little bit. Oh, he gets caught out of position, but they're surprised as well. Oh, 3v1, Ilsef takes him out. There goes his spree. Ilsef getting in a little bit of a pickle. They trade out to the top west side of the map. 3 kills between these two teams. 5 seconds left. Hammers.
3, 2, 1. Round.
And it's all Hammers. The last couple of kills go to them. They secure themselves the win with Ilsef getting the top KD of 10-4 right there. But what an amazing matchup. That was a very, very close game. And 4Elements, just like you said, Sapphire, proving their worth, proving that a little bit of practice and this new blood here, Warm Soup, and of course we've seen Wolfcore again. These guys are really showing up today.
They definitely are. I know that they don't have their team because they are missing Doomslayer, as I typically usually tend to see him with 4Elements, but these two guys, they're pretty new. Warpster was definitely on Ilsef the most of the match, and I'm kind of thinking of him as that nagging fly that won't go away, that's doing his job, and it's kind of distracting Ilsef from getting the job done. So that was actually really, really good. And then Wolfcore, he also showed up in these games. He was a little bit maybe too staying behind in the distance, behind the lines, but being safe, but he did also land a lot of shots. So GG's from both of these guys, and they definitely are a great addition to 4Elements. And with more practice, I do see that this team again will be a top team for sure. And we are going to be going into Temple, so it's big open spaces. I am expecting to see a lot of Nightfall for sure, a lot of drone usage, airstrikes as well, and a lot of exciting plays. So yeah, we'll see. Oh, there was a couple of moments too that 4Elements was actually caught out of positioning. I think it was Wolfcore that was running towards the right, and he went underneath into bot lane, and Ilsef was chasing him behind, just chasing him right after, and he knew where everybody was going to be because his other team was already fighting them against bot. Now, I wonder if there was just a little bit of miscommunication between the team there, because they pretty much became sitting ducks as soon as Ilsef went into bot lane and just picked them all off. So just be a little bit more careful for that. But yeah, GG's. Anyway, we're about to start, so take it away.
Alrighty, here we go. It's game number 2.
2, 1. Fight.
Third series of the day. Game number 2 here. 4Elements giving Hammers a bit of a run for their money, and Wolfcore gets first blood with a Locust. That does not happen very often at all. He gets himself a double kill. That's 2 kills in a row with the Locust. Wow, that energy weapon is pulling out all the stops here. 4Elements up, actually. Now things are tied up. Copters and Devoted both securing kills with the Havoc back to back to back. Things have turned the other way. A Havoc shot, 2 Havoc shots in a row on Spiral, and Spiral still survives. Oh, not that one. I'll tell you what. 7-4. Hammers now starting to trade well into 4Elements. Thomas DeHaan looking scared, avoiding those rocket shots. And Spiral coming down. Damage rotation from Thomas DeHaan. Looks like we've got Warm Soup actually picking up the invisibility. He's got himself the Locust as well. Looking for a kill onto Elsif. Wow, 2v1. Elsif goes down. Well played, Warm Soup, well played. Except that he just got annihilated by that Havoc shot in top lane. Devoted is on a spree. Let's see if we can have him survive for a bit. He's got that Havoc. 13-7. 1.5 minutes remaining in the match. Thomas DeHaan cut down by Devoted's machine gun drone. Elsif's got a drone out there as well. Getting some kills for him. Thomas DeHaan. Elsif on the sliver of life. Survives versus Thomas. Can he get another kill onto Inspiral? Inspiral rotates away. Absorbs a Havoc shot, and it's Havocs all over the place. Devoted. Copters. Just over and over again. They cannot take the impact of these rockets. 4Elements has been thrown for a loop. They are not the Rocket Men. It's all Hammers all day long. These are the Rocket Men. Devoted. Still on a spree. Still on a sliver of life. Rotates down. Will he get picked off? He gets picked off by Warm Soup. He knew where he was at. Lucas. With shields, with double damage. Long claw action. Oh, it's a one shot, one kill. Doesn't matter. Oh, that's 2 in quick succession. Invisibility and double damage in the same spot. Warm Soup grabs it for himself, but gets taken out by Lucas's airstrike. And it's a quick round. 30-15. Despite the action, it's Hammers who comes out on top. 2 games up versus 4Elements.
GG's 4Elements. Now, I did feel that Warm Soup, yes, he's a great player, and he was that nagging fly in the last game. And this game in Temple, we saw him a little bit more rookie. Like, you can tell that he's still lacking perhaps tournament experience. I haven't seen him play in any of the other tournaments for Armajet, but I feel like there were a lot of moments where he switched, where he concentrating here. Okay, let's say he's going ahead and facing Elsif, right? Well, he's getting the health pretty low, but then he sees someone with much lower health, and he, instead of focusing on remaining focused on Elsif to go ahead and secure that kill, he switches over to, let's say, Devoted, who is like at a sliver of health. And there were a lot of moments like that I feel that those are rookie mistakes, and he found himself a lot of the times also caught out of positioning. There's an airstrike coming, and instead of going to the bottom, you're going to the top. I still feel though that he's a very strong player. He's almost instinctual in certain cases, but he does need a lot of work before we can actually see him on the top of the scoreboards. But GG's to Hammers for sure. And again, guys, go ahead and clip your favorite moments and upload them to Twitter using hashtag Coda and tagging at the ForgeLeague for your chance to win 100 Paragon. So, Sean, thoughts on our last games? What do you think?
I want to say that the Havoc is ruling. In that last match, the Havoc was just used by 2 players. Excellent composition and excellent damage output. Like, even though the Havoc is like slower when it comes to the reload speed, man, these guys are on point, and they're controlling. It's zone control too, right? Because if you think about it, these rockets are coming out in straight lines. They're able to control entire lanes for a good portion of time. And if you get caught out by those Havoc shots, you're in for a world of hurt, for sure.
Yeah, I like how you said that it was controlling weapons. If they're shooting at the top, that there's nowhere else for your team to go but through the bottom or through mid, and then have your team, the enemy team, is pretty much waiting for you. So it's a great baiting game that we did see this last match. And I'm trying to join up our room because I was unable to join, so I'm doing that right now. Sean,
Okay.
Are you in?
I am in. Yes, I am in. I'm waiting for us to get started, but
Prepare to fight.
we're into the potentially last game of the day today. Hammers versus 4Elements.
1. Fight.
Can 4Elements prolong this game? Can they do anything? Can they prolong the series? Can they get themselves 1 win? We'll see about that. But first blood has been drawn, and it traded in favor of Hammers at the moment. 15 seconds in, 3-2. Copter's getting himself the Velocitus actually gets killed. Thomas DeHaan with a good frag grenade kill onto Devoted. Thomas DeHaan on a sliver of life rotates back. 6-6. They are tying things up. Double damage and Invis going to be respawning in the next few seconds. Double damage comes up first. Copters going for it. The Velocitus, that's definitely going to be a one-shot, one-kill, even if you have shields on you. I bet he wishes he could give that one to his friends. However, denying it from the enemy team is just as important. Oh, there you go. See, there was a nice shot by Copters on the Wolf Core. That shield does nothing when you've got the DD on it. But the DD is dropped. Inspiral now picks it up. Inspiral's Wildfire drone looking to kill some fools on the west side of the map. Warm Soup coming in with a thunderstorm. Watch out for your own grenade, dude! It hit Elsif, but he almost killed himself there, too. Thomas DeHaan drops a sentry. Looking for some mid-platform control, but the sentry gets taken out very easily. 5 kills in the negative. Warm Soup and 4Elements are at the moment with a minute and a half remaining. Wolf Core cut down very, very quickly by a Phantom. No less. You don't get to see Phantoms played very often. Things are being changed up here by Lucas and Hammers. 19-13. 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining in the match. All Copters with that Velocitus over and over again. The control from him. Oh, he shatters Warm Soup shields on the back line. Warm Soup rotates away, gets himself some health. Double damage about to respawn. Warm Soup on fire. Oh my goodness! Gets killed just when you think he's gonna be okay. The airstrike cuts him down, blows him up while he's on fire. 27-18, and this is a complete closeout from Hammers. Warm Soup still alive, actually, surprisingly still alive. Thomas DeHaan grabs the double damage. Can they turn this around with 30 seconds remaining? Can they get themselves 8 kills? Nope. And that's it. Elsif and Devoted get the last 2 kills they need with a Marauder and Black Tusk in quick succession. And that's all she wrote, ladies and gents, Annas and Krugers. It's all Hammers. Get themselves the crown back. Get themselves the win they need. And that's Coda for today, Sapphire Sky.
Definitely. Oh my god, these are pretty exciting. 4Elements definitely bringing out their A game for the first half of the match, but losing their footing there and pretty much giving it all to Hammers. So 4Elements, they did really well with 2 rookie players. I'm gonna go ahead and call them that because they are pretty much new, even though we have seen Wolfcore in other tournaments. But again, just a little bit more practice, guys, and you guys will be a top team. You guys are very instinctual players, and you can definitely see that from the games that we have just witnessed. But GG's to Hammers. They are our, I guess, new old kings on this Kings of the Arena. So congratulations to them. So yay.
They have regained themselves the crown. They've gotten redemption after their complete and utter fail last week. Not showing up, forfeiting the crown, but they got it back, baby. And Elsif right there with a very strong showing in the last game of that series. Got himself 14 kills.
Yeah.
That guy is just completely unstoppable. Oh, man.
I think he's out of his league in a general sense, because even for the Friday night fights that we had seen, I think he took on like 8 people for like almost 3.5 hours before he just finally couldn't give any more. So he was pretty tired at the end of those games. But oh my god, like these guys are together as a team. Hammers Esports, they are definitely a top contending team that I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised that they were disqualified last week. They didn't show up. It doesn't seem like part of their nature to be that way. But oh my god, these team against Skyrose though, great matches, great games, great players, great time all around.
Yeah, let's look at the match overview. Of course, we're gonna put out our updated graphic later today, guys, shortly after the stream. But Hammers maintaining themselves, getting themselves back the crown, and up against teams like Skyrose today, FieryTale. And well, they didn't go up against they did not go up against FieryTale, actually.
No.
So the FieryTale fell to Skyrose. Then we ended up having Skyrose fall to Hammers, and Hammers continued to win versus 4Elements. It's just man, I'm excited to see more Armajet Esports next week, because we had ourselves some key moments today, guys. Be sure to use that exclamation mark, clip it, and get yourself some Paragon potentially by
Yes.
hashtagging Coda when you post on social media for us. So thank you guys so much. It's
Yes.
been an amazing time casting another Sunday of Armajet Esports here on the Forge League for Coda.
Just one more announcement. We do have next weekend, if area, go ahead and stop by. I forgot the name of that cafe, but check out our Twitter and the Hammers Esports Twitter, Armajet Esports Twitter as well, the Armajet Twitter in general. There's a LAN event that I'm sure you guys do not want to miss. So sign up for it and go ahead and attend a LAN party in New York. Thank you all pilots for watching. Catch us next week, same time, same two hosts, and we are going to go ahead and face on week 6 with Hammers as the returning kings. So thank you guys, and go ahead and follow us on all of our social media channels, and we will see you next week.
Peace out, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend.